remember on this one I had to, like, I beat it on, like, there's, again, like most of these, there's different difficulty levels, and I didn't play it on the normal, I played it on the, medium, or the normal easy, or easy. It's not the easiest difficulty, but it's, like, the step up. So, we'll have to play it on the, normal difficulty there. Mm. Right. Give me a second to pull up the manual for this one. I remember this one being really complicated for, like, just like the whole dial, or the whole gamepad thing. It's a whole bunch of different things on the gamepad. At least the last game was like the gamepad was basically just like what direction to shoot your arrows, which is pretty easy to do. And this one is a lot harder to intuit. Alright. Treasure. Tarmin. Manual. Right. Castle map. We got count food, count arrows. We have rotate pack, swap hands, pick up drop, swap pack, use, open, attack, rest, use ladder, glance right, glance left, retreat. It's a lot of the very complex number pad thingy. Difficulties, let's see. Yes, I played, this is easiest, easy, medium, and hard. I played it on easy. I remember that when I beat it. So I guess we'll start on medium, which is going to be number 1, which is number 3, I guess, on the actual gamepad. This should be. It's weird how, like, the gamepads are like 1, 2, 3, but the overlay, the, actually no, sorry. Yeah, no, okay, it is 1. Yeah, 1 for medium. It's confusing because the manual shows like 3, 2, 1 for easiest, easy, medium, but 3 is actually easiest. 2 is is easy, and 1 is normal. No, not many games do. I guess we tell the difference by like how many floors there are. 'Cause easiest, I think, is like, yeah, easiest is like 1 floor, or probably 2 floors, I imagine. Maybe like 2 things. Yeah, this is the easy, which is like 6 or 4 floors or whatever. And then hard. This is hard. God, that's way too many. And then normal. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 floors with like branching paths. And I know with these ones here, if we get to the bottom floor, we don't kill the Minotaur. So the main goal in this is to get to the bottom floor, kill the Minotaur, and you win the game. But you can get to the bottom floor and you can like take some stairs, and then you're kind of like going back up to the top floor again, so you can kind of grab more loot or whatever. And yeah, it's basically a dungeon crawler. B-52 bomber, yeah. Right, let me grab a graphing paper. Yes, I'm gonna grab some graphing paper. Alright, so let's see. What do all these buttons do? I'm gonna have to learn all these buttons here. Okay, that's count. I'm assuming that's arrows. Oh, check the map. Assuming this is, one of these is food and one of these is arrows. That's the map. It's the glance left and right. Not sure what that one was. It was the 0, I think, in the last game, so 0 in this one. 0 is retreat, retrace. So I guess it's like, if I go forward and then, yeah, that's just going to move me back one step. Don't know what that one does. I don't know which button is attack, but I know it's the button attack was going to be, it's going to be 7. So if I use my right analog stick in the bottom right, it'll attack. The right analog stick, this is probably use. Pick up drop, swap hands, rotate pack. So this should rotate pack. I don't have anything in the pack, I guess. Pick up drop. Oh, do I not have anything? I guess I swapped hands at some point. Yeah. There we go. So let's pick up drop. So I guess you can have an offhand, probably for like a shield or something like that. This is your primary hand. I think it's randomized. I think it's fully randomized. This is swap pack. Yeah, so just puts in your pack, and then you can rotate your pack, so you can have a couple items in your pack. It's fairly complex. There's a rest option too, which, assuming, you're hurt. All right. Let's start exploring. Looks like we're in a corner right now. I don't know if I'm gonna need to pull up the map, the graphing paper, but so right now we're in the, where were we? In the northwest corner. Oh, timer. Shit. Thanks. I mean, these times aren't exactly accurate or anything, but apple pie charms. Tastes like apple pie. That's illegal. Yeah, is there a door button? I know there's hidden walls in these too. A lot of hidden walls. It's just use, or must be just use. Could like crust in a bit of cinnamon. Wow. Let's find an actual door first, just to see. Maybe we just have to walk into it. I think these things on the ground are like to signify that there's, like, you're in the middle of the map or something on the edges. Or is that being, or somewhere on the edges, I guess. Okay. Okay, so it's not use, just walk into it. No. Is there a door button? Tag, open, yeah, there is. But there's no strafe button. You can glance left and right, but you can't strafe. That would have been a good thing to have a strafe button. Okay, so these, I guess, hinted there being like, I don't know, what is this? Manual, please. Uh, It's a small lightning bolt. I think. No, it doesn't quite look like it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's a small lightning bolt. It's a one-time use, I guess. It's in the pack. Let's try it on the next enemy. Let's try it on this guy right here. So attack by, Like the enemy seems stationary. I don't know if I have to use this or attack. I guess we'll find out. So if I no, use, no, I have to be next to the enemy maybe. Well, that was quick. Good thing I didn't draw my map. Nope, I don't want hard. It was a good first enemy. Just murdered me. So I guess that 7 is my health. Let's see. It's like too much information. 3-way score. Can't. Where's the journey? So on medium, you have 8 levels. Possible game length 1 to 2 to 1.5 to 3 hours. Your vulnerability 3/4. Assuming you just take 3/4 damage compared to hard. Your war and spiritual strength. Okay, so there's spiritual strength and then war strength. So it looks like you have like kind of a mental health stat as well as an HP stat. I guess that dude drained my mental stat because my 7 was down to 0. It's kind of confusing. Gotta love multiple health stats to worry about. What's the next numbers after that? Okay, so the next set of numbers is your armor and ring defense scores, which I'm assuming is like physical armor and mental armor. And the last one is your weapon. So I have 6 war damage I'm doing right now. And then the other number will be spiritual damage. So I'm assuming is what the lightning bolt did. So by using lightning bolt and switching over to a physical weapon, I was kind of like wasting that since I was kind of doing 2 different types of damage, so it didn't really help me at all. Yeah, so it's definitely randomized because this was not a door before; it was a hidden door. It's a lot of doors. Upstairs. Some stuff first, though. At some point, look for hidden doors. We'd be on the outside edge right now. Nothing in this room. Nope, hello. And it says doing mental damage kind of sucks. It's a really nasty first enemy. Nope. So I guess the color determines. Wait, what is the? Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing that in the manual. So the blue on the floor means that most of the enemies in here are going to be doing mental damage. That's probably I think that's what it is. That's why scorpions were like hitting me with 7 damage. Where was that in the manual? I remember glancing through these manuals a little while back here in preparation for this. Where was that page? There it is. Eyeball murals will appear to you. Always in the outdoor corridors, marking the entrance to the interior of the maze. They come in 3 different colors. Dark green indicate a war-type maze, blue is spiritual-type maze, and tan is a mixed-type maze. So yeah. So green is basically physical damage enemies. Blue is the mental, and then tan, it's got a mix of both. I did. So at least this one here, we have more warrior health, or more physical health, so we can handle this a little bit better. Oh, we got 2 bags. All right, put this in my thing. Got to pick this up. Do I open and use it? No. Do I? How do I open bags? I think it's a bag. So much trying to figure, just so much learning in this game. It's definitely a lot more complex than the previous 2. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's a small bag. Open. Oh, I have to like open it like a door. Do I just open it when it's on the ground? Yeah, there we go. That's annoying. I'm gonna just have the item on the ground. Assuming some sort of healing. Oh, they didn't have a lot of pixels to use here. Had to make do with what they had. There's a lot of different items in this. Yeah, small potions. Blue is refresh, war, and spiritual strength maximum. Yeah, so that's definitely keep it in your inventory thing. Oops. Nope. Here. It's just money. I don't know if money does anything. It's just like for score. Silver, gold, platinum. It's like 30. Does that even do anything? Treasure type. Picking up treasures, the right hand automatically scores them for you. Maybe the special score in black and your little castle map only. Once each treasure again picked up disappears since you're carrying it in your pocket or wearing it. I don't know. Probably just score. But it doesn't have any actual use. Secret. Oh, new weapon. I guess it's like a dagger. Does more damage than the bow. Don't really bother going in there. There's like nothing in there, and it's a 1-by-1 room. It's gonna be a lot of doors in this, isn't it? Oh, that was a one-time thing. At least the bow uses up arrows. All these one-time things. Apparently they are. Well. Shield. Is that my offhand? How do I swap hands? Nope. There. There. Alright, got 8 armor now. 1 mental armor. food. Okay, so this button is food. This one is arrows. So I'm assuming some floors are going to have like multiple exits. Like both these, I guess there's two ladders coming off this one. Both of them end up going to the same one, but some of these will branch out, but not really. We can't go up. So why do they have like multiple floors? I guess if you go down to the bottom level and you loop back around, you can end up going into another one of these areas. And I guess the color tells you. So the next level is going to be a magical one. And then after that, it's going to be, I'm assuming that's tan, which is going to have a mix of both potentially. Oh, secret. There's plenty of secrets in this, isn't there? Seems like they like the secret doors. Oh, another. I don't know if shields break. Is there any point in having more than one shield? Probably not. The bow. I don't know if bows can break. Let's see. They do. Knives vanish when used, axes vanish when used, darts vanish when used, bows use one at a time, bows may break. So yeah, really good to have more than one bow. There are weapons that don't, yeah, looks like all the physical weapons vanish when used. And then you have crossbows and bows that, so yeah. Looks like every weapon is ranged in this. Except you have to be right next to the enemy, which kind of defeats the whole point. Oop, hello. It's a good thing enemies don't fight you unless you face them. But I'm trying to get used to these buttons. It's complicated since I have to use the right analog stick for all these. I could probably map them out to different things on the actual controller, but the bone in is a good rapper. All right, I think we've cleared out most of the level at this point. Oops, that was rest. Level 2. That pack, pick that up. think this is a mental one, so we gotta be careful there. Shit. No. Attack. Crap, my bow broke. Why did it break? Shit. Ugh. This is hard without... When you're using this... When you're using a non-Intellivision controller. At least that last game was quite doable without the Intellivision controller. This one is not. Oops. Sure, I'll get used to it, but that's a tan one, so this one's got a mix. It's not like I need to fight things. I can just ignore them. You don't seem, as long as you're not, like, right next to them. You turn around and one of them's there, it's too late, but you see them down the hall, just ignore them. Key. Hmm. Assuming there's like chests probably you need to use those for. Well, I'm not in front of the PC right now. I'm using a controller in front of the TV, but I'm sure it would probably be easier. The only thing is still, even if you just have the number pad, unless you have the overlay on top, it's still kind of like, it's like muscle memory right now, just using the analog stick. And like, all right, if I press it in the top right corner, or top left corner, it drops the item or picks it up or whatever. Top right corner will rotate the pack. If I push it to the right, it'll drop things in the pack, etc. I mean, I can hold down the R button or the L1 button and just use this thing here. This is basically like rotate pack. This is like drop in the pack or swap with the pack, I guess. I think this was change hands. Yeah, this is pick up drop. This is rest. This is like use ladder. This is open door. This is use and or do. Or no, sorry. This is attack. And this is open door. 7 is attack. Really complicated. Even if you're just using the freaking thing with the overlay, it's still like a whole bunch of random buttons. So right now I'm using the right analog stick to basically do that. So I'm like tilting it to the left open doors, and when you're like in middle of combat, since combat seems to be, it's not turn-based per se, but it looks like it's kind of like active time battle sort of combat. So when you're trying to like trying to do that in the middle of combat, like swapping things in and out, since weapons seem to be one-time use only for most of these weapons, or the bow breaks on you and you're like scrambling trying to like equip another weapon. It's kind of a pain. Actually, I wonder if we have the glance option. So I wonder if you glance at and there's an enemy there, but you're not actually like turning towards the enemy, or if that would actually count as like getting in combat with them. Is that scroll? Scrolls reusable, may break. Gray is greater power, so scroll is basically like a an equivalent of a bow, but for spiritual power. Really curious if I need to see an enemy and see if that'll actually like attack us if we just glance at him. Yeah, that'd be handy. Really makes me wonder why they didn't stick with the numerical add-on controllers. Crap. Ow. Rest. Shit. Swap hands. Attack. No. Fuck. No. Panic. No. Fuck. I'm panicking. I can't. Oh, this is not easy to do. Alright, let's use this, I guess. Still want to see if I can glance at somebody that's beside me. It'll actually count as like being attacked, or if it'll won't count unless I'm actually like facing them. Those one-hand controllers. It doesn't sound like it'd be cool at all, so not a surprise. How are we doing for food? We have 2 food left. Swap. Put in thing. Pick up. Swap. There. It's a rocket-propelled grenade, obviously. Oh, there's some food. Okay, so we have 2 food. I don't know how much food that was, but it was a decent chunk. Okay, so that does confirm the enemies. Oh crap. No. Shit. Why'd it have to be mental damage? Okay. Starting on a ward damage floor is the best. break these floors. I should count. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it looks like 12 by 12, probably. Raunchy porn games. It's the best kind. I mean, if it's a PC 98 RPG, then probably. What do these do? Oop. Oh, that was a must have been a bag because I opened it. That's a money belt. So that's just treasure, yeah. A number. That must be like a number of 1. Zero is a number. That's true. A lot of bows. Not an openable thing. I think this is like a glove or something. Yeah, used to put on. Best colors kept. Alright. Nice. Got a whopping 1 armor. Oops. East 3, brandish 3, brandish VT, Dinosaur, Sword World, Bible Master 1 2. Bible Master totally sounds like a hardcore porn game. Can't fool me with that one. I think using arrows on a skeleton would be a bad idea. Broadhead arrows. Dragon Knight 3. This is a hentai RPG. There's probably so many in PC 98. Oops. Pick up the thing. Pick it up. Sucks the enemies always get the jump on you, it seems. Helmet. This time we're getting some armor and stuff. 21 attack. Some arrows. Use some bows. Yeah, I'm sure the vast majority of of, of action RPGs in there were bump combat. Why did Japan love bump combat so much? There's so many doors. Which button? There's a button for like retreat. I guess if I glance at somebody and it's like, oh crap, there's a dude, and I can probably just retreat. It's this button. All right. Yeah, there we go. Like, nope, didn't see nothing. Nope, not what I meant to do, but food. Shield. Good run so far. Use my one-handed bow with my shield. There. There. What kind of bumping you doing in that game, though? Says you can't shoot bows from range, but I guess everything is range weapons in this, so we're full up on stuff now. I should use some of these throwaway weapons. Yeah. Too many things. Use this on the next enemy. Food. I think we're okay for food for a while. a lot of healing. This is so easy to hit the wrong thing when you're using the right analog stick to try to hit a number pad, a virtual number pad. Ooh, it's better. Definitely better. Assuming shields don't break. Well, we got some pretty good defense at this point. Well, at least physical defense, not so good mental defense, but shields. Holding left-hand during fight. Yeah, it doesn't say it breaks, so I'm assuming. What do I need for mental resistance? Is there anything? Okay, looks like rings, small rings and large rings. They act like other armor, except for spiritual attacks. This game a lot. It would be a lot easier on television. The control pad. It's definitely complicated to try to do with a non-television controller. Too much stuff. Man, better bow. Pack isn't big enough. It's probably good to have one of these for into a chest. At least one. I mean, I'm not going to bring more than one key around with me, but am I completely lost right now? Sure, I've been in this room already. This is very complex. And I made some room. I still have no idea what I'm doing. A pretty good idea what I'm doing now. It's just I'm struggling with the controls more than anything. This is definitely one of those games that you don't want to be trying to do without an actual Intellivision controller or something that would do a decent job in emulating one. Let's go down. Alright, this one's a magical area. This is definitely more risky. Get tons of physical armor, but magical armor sucks. Yeah, exactly. No secrets. The chest. Oops. Can't open it, so I'm assuming I need to use the key here. There we go. Some treasure. Oh, the keys doesn't get used up. Interesting. For once, we actually have a key that's like that doesn't dissolve as soon as it's used. Didn't see nothing. Shit. Shit. One shot. Just one shot at me. It's such good physical armor too. Hey Baines. I am, at least for now, where this game makes me frustrated. I remember this one being like one of the rougher like games. I remember playing this one on easy. It was actually the second difficulty. There's like easiest, easy, and then medium, and then hard. Hard would probably be a little too hard. It's not good. Yeah. This really sucks running into mental damagers on the first floor. Definitely don't have a lot of protection against that early on. Yeah, let's reset until we get like a floor that doesn't. Yeah, so at least this one gives us 4 floors with mixed. Rather have mixed than just pure. So many doors. This floor sucks. God, it's just a whole bunch of one cell rooms here. Give me some treasure or something. Not that kind of treasure, like actual useful stuff, not garbage score increasing treasure. We got a score of 20. Woo. Should just use the retract or the retreat button if I get into a room like that. Keep doing that. Those scorpions are the worst, man. Not only they do a lot of damage, mental damage, they also seem to be very tanky to physical damage, so... That one's good. We got 2 physical floors, or 4 physical floors in a row, followed by 2 mixed floors. Or 4 mixed floors. Quiver. Not sure what that was. I'm assuming some sort of treasure. It's 50. So it's getting a shield early on. It's not a great shield. The shield we had before was like 8 physical and like 1 magic damage or defense or something. There's definitely some RNG in terms of how much damage these things do. So many doors on this floor. It's really kind of annoying. We got lucky. It's too bad we ran to like a mental floor there because we had a bunch of armor pieces. Not really a bunch. I guess I had like a helmet and some gauntlets. Missed some gauntlets. I mean, it's only like one extra armor, but hey. Nope, stop it. God, I have such a hard time with the swap and the pickup command. It's like diagonal left versus up. Like up, left, and up. I'm gonna have to rebind the keys for the next stream. Make this easier to do. This is really annoying. It seems like all these mini builds just have money, and as far as I'm aware, treasure is just purely for score. It's like compared to your friends or something. It's like, hey, look, I got this score on Treasures of Tarmin. Yeah, there's probably some retro achievements, I'm sure. Get to like a score of like what's my current score? 110. Probably you get a score of like 1,000 or something like that. Like, I like these bags. At least these bags are usually items. Get a mental damage weapon, I think. No? Maybe it's different. Or different kind of books. Let's see. Yeah. Books with the clear or the open face is different than the books with the closed face. Special books never vanish. Blue. Teleport book moves you forward in maze room in spite of walls, but not into monsters. Interesting. Teleport through any walls. It's reusable forever. It's really good. Let's try it out. Did it work? No, definitely. It's definitely not the book I thought it was because the book disappeared. So what did that do? This is a lot of things that look very similar. It's doing some sort of buff or something. I don't know. The other book looks a little different. It looks like it has like an X pattern on it. So what was this book? War books vanish on use. Blue increases your experience with war weapons. Turn your war strength score blue when in use. Raise maximum score to 99. Increase your experience with war weapons. Hmm. Here, let's eat some food. I'm assuming it raises my maximum, so it just like buffs my thing. I don't know if it's like permanent because it says it turns your score blue or whatever, but I'm not sure if it's like a limited time thing or if it's just. I'm assuming it's like basically a buff. There's different levels of that sword or of that book. The damn door. Gotta hit using the right analog stick for everything. This armor basically like it's like a. It doesn't just like lower, it like prevents the damage. If they don't do enough damage, I guess to get past it. It does nothing. So I'm assuming they need to do like 7 damage or more to get through my armor. Which makes a pretty big difference if you have a shield. Something go from like from 0 to 6. Pretty sure that's where it came from. Hello. Ow. How much food do we have? Oh god. We're down to 1 food. Or no, we're down to 1 arrow, I think. This is food. I need some arrows ASAP. Fancy bow. We don't have any arrows left for it. really need a quiver. Perfect, thank you. Ooh, blue shield. Sweet. Thanks. It's better it's an armor we already have. Upgrade our armor a little more. Be nice to find like a helmet or something. Getting too many weapons. Food. I feel like I've been here before. All these started looking the same after a while. Oh, there's the stairs. Make sure there's nothing else in here before we go. Oh, I've already been through here. It's better blue or orange. 21 versus 15. Don't know what this is. It's not a weapon. It's not like a shield of any kind. It's not usable, so it's not it's a pack. Oh, that's why. It's locked. Like, I tried opening it, but alright, purple book. Assuming this is also a healing thing or like raises your max. So pink increases your experience with war weapons, turns your strength score tan when in use, raises maximum score to 149. I'm not quite sure what that exactly means, but I'm assuming it buffs your maximum health, so that's tan. Looks more like white to me. Yeah. So I'm thinking like it raises it by probably 3 health or something like that. But with the pink book, you can go up to 149. Well, with a blue book, you can only go up to 99 or whatever. I saw nothing. Do 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 do. We don't need 2 keys. I don't know if they can break. So far, both times I've used the key, nothing's broken. I think I'd be using 2 slots for keys anyways. Keys. Well, there's different colors of keys, but tan key can open tan containers, orange and blue. So basically, yeah, switch keys if I find an orange one or a blue one, but otherwise, there's no point. It doesn't say it breaks, so. Already have better gauntlets, so that one's useless. Shit. That was annoying. Well, we had a bunch of throwing weapons, now we're down to just our bow. One way of clearing out inventory of stuff. I wonder if there's a secret door there. At least every time you see one of those symbols in the ground, you know there's an entrance of some kind. Got a lot of physical resistance, but like no mental resistance at all. It's kind of scary when you go down to those mental levels and it's like, yeah, you're some like buff dude in full like suit of fancy armor and just like one lightning bolt just murders you. I mean, I still want to kill things because it does seem like you get experience which levels up your strength in this, your war spiritual power or whatever. So it's probably good to get encounters. I think that's where it came in from. Some of these you don't see the doors unless you like walk in. Those doors only spawn like one thing in front of you. My score now 370. Woo. I'm gonna have to head out soon. Fortunately, there's no saving in this game. A lot of weapons. So far, it seems like those things just drop money. SpongeBob reference? I don't think so. Which SpongeBob reference? Right, secret. Go downstairs. Really need to pull out like some graphing paper for this. They're 12 by 12 things, but it's so easy just to get turned around and like unsure if you've actually like it's advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It is. It's definitely more advanced than the last game, I'll tell you that. This was a full-blown dungeon crawler. Experience levels and everything. Last game was definitely not an RPG. Definitely more of an adventure game. This one's a full-blown RPG. You either get like a million weapons or you're like running out of weapons. There's never a happy medium in this. It's too many weapons. Where do you have this gauntlet, I think? Yeah. What I've been seeing so far is like gauntlets. Like, give me some other weapon or some other armor. Maybe some helmets and some chest plates or something. Oh, crossbow. 24 damage. Oh yeah, this is definitely like, I mean, still very basic, obviously. It's not like, you're not playing a D&D campaign here, but compared to the last game, yeah, this is like, this is super complex. Ooh, there we go. Got some armor. Oops. Nice. 12 defense, damn. Alright. We're super tanky against physical attacks, but, you know, as soon as we hit a magical dude, we're going to be absolutely destroyed here. Wait, that thing just spawn when I open that door? That's where that wasn't there. So you have a whole bunch of hidden walls in these two, so you like, you basically have to hammer on every wall too. Locked thing. If it's locked, we don't have a key for it. Yeah. I don't have an orange key yet. I mean, this game has all the polygons. Decent number of arrows, but it's my arrows. Let's go down. We're in a tan one, so we can have some of those mental damage dudes. Probably like one-shot us. Got like 7 mental damage here. Ew. Nice. At least we have 3 mental protection. Not much, but I'll take it. This gives us 9 mental damage. Well, it's the worst, man. Like, the game gives you, like, all this, like, physical protection and just, like, one-shotted from, like, a mental damage, dude. That's just ugh, it's the worst. I don't know if the Minotaur I'm assuming the Minotaur is probably physical based, but man, that's just stupid. Well, definitely won't have time for another run through this anyways, so it was a good run, but guess we'll, stop the timer there for now. So, yeah, I'll call it there for tonight. Next stream probably be on Wednesday. So Wednesday evening, we'll make some more attempts at this one. Remember this one definitely being the hardest of the 5. Well, Deadly Tower is pretty tough too, but this one here especially. Probably because of the same stuff, just these mental attacking enemies just one-shotting you. There's nothing you can do. You can have the best armor ever, and the game just, like, instantly kills you. So, that's fun. Yeah, so thanks everybody for stopping on by. Hope you enjoyed the end of Fire Emblem, the very quiet so far. At least once we get to Deadly Towers, music will be a little more existent. These early games are very light on sound effects and everything. Let's see who we can rate up there. Who's online tonight? Is online tonight. I got Mr. Radon on, so let's rate up Mr. Radon. We'll go from there. So have a fantastic night, guys. Fantastic start of the week, and I'll catch you on Hump Day for hopefully the end of this one. Hopefully we'll have a good run through. Maybe we'll just try to avoid. But I could probably just keep resetting until we get like a whole bunch of like physical floors and ignore the mental floors. So I don't know. All right. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next time. For now.